Hello and welcome to A Wheel Thing TV. I'm Dave Canole. This week we're checking out the 2016 Suzuki Celerio with a 1-litre engine and constant variable transmission. It's a replacement for the Suzuki Alto, 3.6 metres long, manages to cram a 2+ metre wheelbase into it as well. As you can see, it's a very compact little car as a result. But surprisingly, there's plenty of leg room, not just in the front, but in the rear as well. Have a look at that. That's quite a decent amount of room. Definitely only a 4-seater, however. You would be very, very hard pressed to get 5 people in there. In the front, as I mentioned, plenty of room. As also said that it is the CVT, so we've got the little gear lever there. As you can see, a very simple little dash that we've got on the car. And very old school in regards to the way that the radio works. As you can see, dials and buttons, but it's also just a little red LCD screen. Very basic instrumentation up here on the dash as well. No auto headlights, and for the windows, auto down but not auto up for the driver. Probably something that really shouldn't cost too much more to implement. There's a reasonable amount of boot space with the seats folded up, so definitely for a couple it'd be more than enough for a week's worth of shopping. But if you were to fold the seats down, as you can see, you'd certainly get more than enough in there. Maybe not quite big enough to fit in a brand new TV, but certainly some good shopping and maybe a good weekend away. Economy in the Celerio was pretty damn good. It's only a 37-litre tank, and as you can see, we've covered 562 k's at the time of handover, and still with 3 bars of petrol left on it. That might drop to only just over 600, but you never know. But at the same time, it's still astonishing economy given the car was only ever driven in an urban environment. Inside the Celerio, as you can see, you've got the very basic looking air conditioning controls, but you know what, they work well because they are so basic. Where do you want the air to go? How fast do you want it to come, and how hot do you want it to be? Do you want it fresh or recirculating? Or the other way around, of course, in this case. Radio, as I mentioned, well, look, it's just very simple. Press a button, you've got a red and black screen there, and that really is, for most people, all they'll ever need in this kind of car. Under the bonnet, a 1-litre engine that produces just 50 kilowatts at 6,000 RPM and 90 torques at 3,500 RPM. A very small little bonnet, very compact, and as you can see, the paint not all through the engine bay in regards to the exterior colour. Well, why not? You're saving money and saving probably a little bit of weight at the same time. This car is all about the weight. This thing is not the most rapid transit car you'll ever find. And with that CVT gearbox, it does come with a manual as well, by the way. That CVT, surprisingly though, works quite well when you're climbing up hills. Definitely no rocket ship on the road. There is a couple of quirks with this particular car, especially when you're starting from a standstill at a set of lights or a stop sign. Put your foot down, it'll hesitate before the CVT engages. It's a minor quibble, but it's a quibble nonetheless. Otherwise, surprisingly, as I mentioned, going up hills is nowhere near as bad as you might have expected. It'll actually keep up with some cars driven by people who don't know how to drive up hills. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a small city car designed for 2 people. It seats 4 comfortably, and I mean comfortably. There is no stress in that respect either. For details, head to your local Suzuki dealership or check out Suzuki in your country on their website. For Wheel Thing TV, I'm Dave Canole.